Long ago, in a quiet village at the foot of a great mountain, there lived a young traveler. Every day he looked at the mountain's peak, hidden in the clouds, and wondered, is there something more for me in this life? One morning he packed a small bag, took a deep breath, and began his climb. With each step, the village grew smaller behind him, and the mountain stretched endlessly above. At first he was filled with excitement, but soon the path became steep. The sun burned his back, his legs ached, and the voice in his mind whispered, "Why are you doing this? You are not strong enough." He almost turned back, but he stopped, closed his eyes, and whispered to himself, "I am strong. I am capable. Every step takes me closer." Days passed, storms came. The rain soaked his clothes, the cold pierced his skin. He felt utterly alone. Yet each night he repeated his affirmations. "I will not quit. My path has meaning. The mountain cannot defeat me." One afternoon, as he rested by a stream, he met an old man gathering firewood. The old man smiled and said, "The mountain is not here to stop you. It is here to shape you. Every rock you climb, every storm you endure, is carving strength into your soul." Encouraged, the traveler continued. Further along the path, he saw a little child playing with a stick, drawing circles in the dirt. The child looked up and said, "Don't forget to enjoy the journey. If you only look at the top, you will miss the beauty around you." The traveler realized he had been so focused on the peak, he hadn't noticed the flowers blooming, the birds singing, the rivers flowing. So he slowed down. He began to smile. Later, he met a farmer working on a steep hillside. The farmer told him, "Every seed takes time to grow. You cannot rush the harvest. You cannot rush your success. Patience is power." The traveler carried these lessons in his heart. Strength from the old man, joy from the child, patience from the farmer. Finally, after many weeks, he reached the peak. The clouds cleared and the world stretched endlessly before him. Valleys, rivers, and the village he once called small. But standing there, he realized something profound. It wasn't the mountain he had conquered. It was himself. He whispered one last affirmation to the wind. "I am strong. I am capable. I am enough." And with that, he smiled, knowing his journey had only just begun. Another story. In a small village, there was a farmer who dreamed of growing a bamboo tree. He heard that bamboo could grow strong and tall, reaching the sky, but it required great patience. So he planted a bamboo seed, watered it, and waited. 1 month passed, nothing. 6 months passed, still nothing. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. The farmer kept watering, kept nurturing, kept believing, but there was still no sign above the ground. The villagers laughed. They said, "Why do you waste your time? Nothing will ever grow there." But the farmer just smiled and said, "The roots are growing even if my eyes cannot see them." 5 years passed. 5 years of silence, doubt, and loneliness. But the farmer never stopped speaking to his seed. Every day he said, "Grow strong, your time will come, I believe in you." And then one morning he saw it. A small green shoot breaking through the earth. In just 6 weeks, that bamboo tree grew over 90 feet tall. Because all those years it had been building roots. Roots that could hold its greatness. Life is the same. Sometimes you work hard, you pray, you dream, and it feels like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, your roots are forming. Your foundation is being built strong and deep, so that when your time comes, you will rise fast and strong. Remember this: just because you don't see results doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means you are preparing. Means your season is coming. Like the farmer, keep believing. Keep watering your dreams. Keep speaking life into your goals. Because one day, you will break through. And when you do, you will rise higher than you ever imagined. And when that day comes, you will look back and say, it was all worth it. There was once a humble potter who lived in a quiet village. Every day he worked with clay, shaping bowls, vases, and jars. His workshop was small, filled with dust, and his clothes were always covered in mud. People often passed by and said, "Why do you waste your life in dirt?" But the potter only smiled because he saw something they did not. One morning, he found a lump of clay lying by the riverbank. It was rough, dry, and uneven. Most people would have thrown it away, but the potter picked it up gently and whispered, "You may not look like much now, but I see what you can become." He carried the clay back to his workshop and began to knead it. The clay resisted at first. It cracked, it broke apart, it refused to bend. The potter pressed harder, added water, and worked with patience. Day after day, he shaped it with his hands. The clay cried out, "Why are you pressing me? Why are you stretching me? Why are you spinning me so fast on this wheel?" The potter replied, "Because without this shaping, you will remain only a lump. But with pressure, with turning, with time, you will become a vessel of purpose." Weeks passed. The potter finally shaped the clay into a beautiful jar, but the work was not finished. He placed the jar inside a furnace. The fire was hot, unbearable, and the jar thought, "This is the end. I cannot survive this." But after the fire cooled, something miraculous happened. The jar had become strong, no longer fragile mud, but a vessel that could hold water, oil, or grain. It had purpose. The potter lifted it gently and whispered, "Now you are ready." Mas, life is like that clay. We resist change, we complain at pressure, we fear the fire. But every challenge shapes us. Every difficulty strengthens us. The struggles you face are not here to break you. They are here to prepare you, to make you into something greater. When life presses you, remember, you are being shaped. When life spins you in circles, remember, you are being balanced. When life puts you through fire, remember, you are being made strong. And one day, you will look back and see that every hardship, every tear, every trial was part of the process that made you who you are. If you like it, give it a like and share it with others. See you again.